What's up with it? What's up with it? It's your Wave Guard Supreme OG Daddy Creed back with another rendition of Man Look the Talk Show in association with Ridin Podcast. And today I have a special guest. My boy D.H. Coleman with the Halloween Rodeo and Trail Ride. It is going down. It is going down. It is going down. One thing about these Corpus Christi people, we're not going to stop, man. We're not going to stop. No matter what goes on, we're going to keep pushing the culture here inside the city, man, and trying to bring good times for the people and everybody else, man. So before we get ready to kick it off, man, I want my boy to introduce himself and let y'all know what it is. What's up with it, homie?
Man, so, we'll have the D.H. Coleman Trail Ride October 24th and the 25th. That's a Friday and Saturday. The rodeo will be partaking on a Friday. And then we'll have a trail ride that following Saturday that'll kick off, which will lead to the grand entry to the rodeo on the Saturday. So, yeah. And then the dances, of course, afterwards.
Okay.
I know everybody wait on that part. Of course, the dances afterwards, and it don't stop until, 6 in the morning. Whenever we just...
I know a little about your background.
Yeah. I was going to actually get into that, man. Where?
Man, I'm just a little country cowboy, man.
Where you originally from?
I'm from Corpus originally. Okay. From Corpus, raised in Atlanta. Then I come on back for rodeo, and do the horse carriages and installation. So,
okay.
But yes.
Your family, like, how did you get into like the horses and all these type of things like that, dealing with like, the trail rides? Was it something that was like a part of the family? Had it been for years, something that's like traditionally passed down, you know what I'm saying? Being like something like a rancher or something like that?
Well, yeah. Well, everybody know the Colemans if you're from Corpus, and if you're from the west side, we all had horses. Yeah. But I just basically took it to another level. I know my uncle, he does trail rides over there in Bay City, and it's one of the biggest trail rides there, the white trail ride. So I thought, well, why not have it here in Corpus, So we just, trying to bring it here. It's no reason to have things to travel, 100, 200 miles when we can enjoy the same festivities here.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. How long have you been like yourself like into this? Did you come up like a family traditional thing, you know what I'm saying? You was a little whippersnapper on the horse. You was born a cowboy.
I was born on the horse. I told you, man. My grandma had a story about a mule and how she used to ride it, and great grandma, she used to ride horses and mules. Granddaddy, mama's daddy, mama broke her neck on a horse. I mean, we breed horses.
This is what y'all
horses.
do.
Yeah,
This is what y'all do.
Yeah, I'm a cowboy. Okay, yes, sir.
That's what's up. You from the west side of Corpus?
From the west side.
From the west side.
Motown,
okay.
Molina.
Growing up on the west side, what was like for you growing up over there?
Well, I was born over there.
Yeah.
I wasn't raised up over there. So growing up over there, it was all family. It was all love. Everybody from the west. I mean, it's just.
Yeah. It is what.
I just knew everybody growing up.
Did you go to school here?
No. I went to what's that school? Hector P.
Oh, okay.
I went to that one when I was in elementary.
Okay.
But thank you. But after that, man, I was raised in Atlanta. Then I came back kind of like 10th grade.
Yeah. Okay.
And I went to Carroll from there.
So what was Atlanta like? Was y'all doing the same thing up in Atlanta?
It was a culture shock. That's where the idea come from. Yeah. Where I come from at the barn.
Yeah.
Man, we used to throw a trail ride, man. The largest trail ride in Atlanta. It'd be New Year's. We had probably like 1,000 horses. We'd be coming down the freeway, and not to mention the cars and everything else. You know what I mean? But man, just growing up, I remember just the pasture being full of trucks and trailers and people coming out having a good time. Barbecue, music, just everybody laughing, smiling. Just a grand reunion, just 10.0,
Yeah.
country style.
Country
backyard
style.
party. That's all it is. It's a big backyard party. That's all it is.
So go ahead.
Oh, no. Yeah, so growing up, brother, just, seeing that, you always want to, infiltrate that, some type of way when you get older, it's something that definitely leaves a spark, in you. So
What was it like growing up in Atlanta? Like this, you know what I'm saying?
Culture shock.
Because I know you said you came back in the 10th grade. How was it like, high school, junior high? Because and this is what I'm asking. Like when they talk about like Atlanta, man, a lot of people see like what they see today. You know what I'm saying? All the the love and hip hop Atlanta, or like with the rap scene in Atlanta. But I look at Big Gip from Goody Mob. You know what I'm saying? I watch a lot of his when he's on somebody's podcast. When Big Gip on there, I usually tune in because Gip talk about like the countryside of life. You know what I'm saying? Because we really see city side of it. We don't realize that. Say, man, it's country in the South. You know what I'm saying? We just have cities in South, but
They
for the
consider
most,
themselves the South.
yeah. But for the most part, the South is a lot of country area. You know what I'm saying? And like the other day, I was watching a Gip podcast, and he was talking about he was on a podcast and he was talking about how like they was at some kind of little event or something like that, and they got into it with some white folks. You know what I'm saying? And the people just happened to be the Klan. You know what I'm saying? They got into it with some Klan members. You know what I'm saying? So when they got home, he said usually when you get into it with the Klan, they pull up. You know what I'm saying? They say when they got home, these Klan members, and they're probably the younger ones, you know what I'm saying? Not the old ones. They're probably the younger ones that pull up, and grandma was like, everybody in the house go get a gun. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go get a gun. And everybody strapped themselves up, and she told them Klan members, she said, you come on this property, we're gonna give you what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? So word got back to, I guess, the elder Klan members. They found out who property they was on, and that the elders came back, apologized, and missed whatever his grandmother name. You know what I'm saying? Yada yada yada. And they, like in the country, you eat just about anything. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say anything, but just like traditional things. Being that like we come from the ancestors of slaves and stuff down here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our ancestors some actually black people came over on the Mayflower, but a lot of us came over on the boats. You know what I'm saying? The slave ships and stuff like that. And he was saying that like the man had one of like the elders had brought her a big ass turtle. You know what I'm saying? Like man gave my grandma a turtle, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to break this type of bread. So I know this is not like city part of Atlanta that he's talking about. He's talking about the cowboy lifestyle, the country lifestyle. And when you were in Atlanta, was y'all still like on the countryside of it, or were y'all like in the city side of it?
We were in both. I was in College Park. College
Okay,
Park is
okay.
half city, half country. So, like, don't get me wrong, you find racism everywhere.
Yeah, you sure
You know what
right.
I mean? People, I don't come to find out, it don't matter where you go. People are people. Whether they're
Yeah.
black, you got bad black people, you got bad white people.
Yeah.
It's bad Hispanic people, and you have good.
Yeah, it is
But-
what it is. Can't have one without the other.
It is, exactly. But being up there, the unity is definitely different. Yeah. Down here, I don't. It's a little more diversified. I don't understand it, but
Yeah,
I don't know the exact term to call it. But up there, it's more of a unity-based thing. They don't look at it as one is superior over the other. It's everybody just need to be on the same
on
playing
the same.
field.
Yeah.
So that's actually what we want the trail ride to exemplify.
Yeah.
Everybody on the same playing field, where we ain't looking at each other because of color no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That shit
Like,
old, man.
yeah,
That shit is really old, man. You know what I'm saying? And even like we're just saying, even though we can't have one without the other, I really think that, like, for myself, it's more good than it is bad, but the good don't really get shown. You know what I'm saying? The only way to like keep the bad shit up is to always show it on the news. You know what I'm saying? Or always report on it on the news. Rarely do you see like them showing how people from diverse backgrounds are out at the same spot, getting along, enjoying life, whether it be it at a fair, a trail ride, or a club, or just anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think like for myself that you know, it's more people who kick it together than what they like to show. You know what I'm saying? Because we're at a time, man. Even though like everything that's going on in the United States, you know what I'm saying, with the presidency and you know, with the Charlie Kirk incident, with the even with the George Floyd incident and all these different type of things, man. That for the most part, bad shit happen. But we need reports on the good shit too. You know what I'm saying? And to so society understand that like, hey man, there's more people out here kicking it together than it is. One thing I know about Corpus Christi, man, there's a bunch of mixed babies running around.
Like you can't miss it.
Yeah, like man, I remember one time I went to little summer league game, man. You know what I'm saying? Went with my boy Jacoby, man. I think I met him over there, and bro, I'm looking at the court, right? It's a few black kids, it's a few white kids, but majority of the kids running up and down that court, they're mixed. You know what I'm saying? They're mixed kids, man. So I got them myself, you know what I'm saying? King got one himself, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, man, and that lets you know, like, look, man, we passed that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't, the hate and stuff like that. That ain't beneficial to society. You know what I'm saying? Especially at this day and age when, people should really be getting along. Okay, but on another note, how was school and stuff like that? You got the Corpus back in the 10th grade, right? What school you go to?
Carroll.
You went to Carroll. Y'all went to school together, kids? Y'all go to school together?
I'm probably way over.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm just 17. I'm 19. Nah, I'm messing with y'all.
Boy, I was finna say, man, you same boy.
Say, you almost. If I'd have shaved this morning, you might would have.
Say when you said it, you know how we age, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how we age. So you got me. But for me, I play you as an older guy. But it was believable. It just fucked me up. I'm like, what? Man, the only reason why is because I'm like 19, shit, nigga, you out here doing all this shit, and you 19 years old? Man, shit, I'm ready to pat the brother on his back, man, for just being different and doing what you do, boy.
Nah,
you funny as hell, man.
I got a little different. I got a little age on me. Got a little age.
But that's cool. So what was like school from that part of the South to the last part of the South down here in Texas?
Coming back, being a young black country loud. See, I ain't always been this quiet.
What was the school ratio of the high school that you went to over there? Was it like mostly blacks? Or was it like blacks?
It was 99. It was 99.9.
What was the name of the school you went to up there?
Thorough High.
Thorough High. Say, that's a hell of a name. So Thorough, so everybody up in there about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no, but what was it like?
It was definitely different. Coming back here, I tell people all the time, even just relating back to this trail ride. When I came back and people seen a black cowboy, in school, just walking through there with boots, that wasn't popular. I wasn't the coolest thing when I came back.
Yeah.
I was me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't,
Yeah.
So fitting in, it wasn't hard, but country wasn't cool. Yeah. Country wasn't cool.
But one thing about them Colemans,
country
man,
wasn't cool.
Y'all been cowboying since I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? That I do know. I've seen y'all in the parades and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing them in the parade since I was 6, 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm 53. I've been seeing y'all for 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
And all them Western Angels, all that, being a beacon in the community.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about.
Yeah.
That's the main objective. It's to let the community see,
Yeah.
Yeah, we have our culture, and we want to observe our culture.
Yeah.
We're not taking away from our culture.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. But we want to share and let everybody, hey, come on to the
y'all
picnic,
dang
come
right.
on to the barbecue.
Yeah.
Come on, get your plate, get your chair.
Can you give us a
Dominoes.
little background on the Western Angels?
Western Angels, all black riding crew that started here in Corpus Christi. Great young men. Most of them were originally from the west and the north side.
Yeah.
The ones that used to be riding through Molina and stuff like that.
They come down through there, boy. They was coming down through there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I used to be in Western Angel. You know,
they used to be in the park on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You be in the park on Sunday on their horses. You know what I'm saying? So I know. You know.
And well, so that's what me and my brother, you know, we used to come through the city, and then after a while, you know, people just stopped riding through the city, you know. And I always questioned. I always told my brother, I was like, bro, like horses dying here in this city, like is country style just gonna go away, and then boom, God bless you with this, with the idea. But yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. I'm glad that you know the tradition of y'all family is still prominent here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't something that just disappeared because you know shit disappeared. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when it do disappear, it ain't that it disappeared. Is reinventing itself. You know what I'm saying? And I see what you're doing is like a little reinvention. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we used to do this. Pops and them used to do this like that. It's our turn now, you know what I'm saying, to keep the tradition alive. But we're gonna add some flair to it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do some
2.0.
we're gonna do some different things, man. So when was how old were you when you first got on your horse?
Man, I was born on a horse. I've always had horses. Rodeo did everything. I mean, I done done it all.
You rode bulls and all that?
No, the only thing I ain't done is rode a bull. I mean, I done rode cows and all that other stuff, but I used to ride bareback horses, rope. I done done it all. Traveled around the United States, went to the finals, Bill Pickett finals, all that.
Oh, yeah?
At a young age.
Let us know a little something about that, how all that, you know, goes into.
But that's how I got back to Texas. Because, of course, Texas is the rodeo cowboy. You know, we got rodeos going on here. It's a rodeo here every weekend somewhere, you know, but.
In Texas, like in Texas, you're saying?
Mm-hmm. But when you're in Atlanta, Georgia, you know, you got to travel over here to this state, Washington. You got to travel over here to North Carolina. You got to travel all the way to Texas. You got to travel, you know, just to attend rodeos. And, man, I got to the point where I was like, man, I'm just going to go back home, you know. Go back with Dad and shoot for this little rodeo thing, and we'll go from there.
What like, in the... You participated in the rodeos? Is that what you're saying? What were you doing in the rodeos?
Calf roping, team roping now. Now team roping with my brother, you know.
Yeah.
So
what is that like? You know what I'm saying? Could you run us down to what cow roping is?
Team roping? Well, that's just where one individual comes out on the head side and he ropes the head of the cow, you know, then he turns them. Then the other person, he ropes the feet. That's one of the events we're going to have there.
Okay.
It's a team roping. And yeah, we being some of the only team ropers to come down south, because we don't really have too many down here in Corpus, you know. But
did you do the horses, like the
bucking horses?
Yeah, the bucking horses.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That's why I got neck problems now. I ain't lying.
What was that? What's
bucking
that
horses,
experience like?
I used to love riding bucking horses. I used to break horses, train horses. So, man, I used to have to lie. I remember we go to rodeos. I think the time has passed now, you know, but we used to have to lie. You know, I had individuals sign as my dad at rodeos all around the country. Just, and man, I'd ride, and of course, my parents gave the permission. But, man, I'd ride. I love riding bucking horses. I was a young dude. Dudes 30, 40, 50 years old, you know, riding bucking horses. You know, been doing this their whole life. I'm 13, 14.
Out there on their ass.
Riding them. Anything with a hair and a pulse.
I bet that's an experience, man. And you said you went to the finals, right?
I don't know if that record still hold up. But I used to be the youngest in the Bill Pickett finals to go to the bareback finals. I was 14 years old.
And what was the age limit in that
That's you typically don't get to the finals till you like 18, 20, you know.
Okay.
That time, that was kids being in the finals at a big time rodeo, all black rodeo. That's unheard of. You gotta be special, you know.
Yeah. You was one of them ones.
It was a little something.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. You know, I of course, you know, growing up, you know, my family's from the country as well. You know what I'm saying? My dad's from Bastrop. And I can't remember where my mother's originally from, but you like watching the rodeos and stuff like that, you see everything like on TV and stuff, all that, but you never know what going into it, what it's really about. All you do is just know what you see on TV. You know what I'm saying? So to actually have somebody right here sitting next to me, you know what I'm saying, giving me a rundown about it, it's pretty exciting, man.
And see, that's the blessed part about it. Now we get to bring our own community rodeo here.
Yeah.
Now people actually get to see, hey man, this is how this works. Because before, the average person that do go to rodeo, I mean, where's your seat? Way up there in the balcony. You don't get to run up at the cow. We gonna be able to let them kids run out there and chase the cows.
Yeah.
We got events for that. We got different little stuff. Kids get to ride the sheep.
Yeah.
How many do the kids, how many times you see it, but most of the time those are participants, their children.
Yeah.
So we're opening it up to the public so that way everybody can get the full on experience, maybe your son ain't never been around a cow or something before. Put him up there, he'd be all right. Make him a contestant.
Yeah, it ain't as scary as it look. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of the dudes that scared animals, man. You know
well,
what I'm
you
saying?
can't be scared going out there. There's too many horses. I know probably from the last ride, you seen so many horses and stuff. And
I actually like, I've always been scared of horses. They're just a big animal to me, but for real. But at the rodeo at the trail ride y'all just had, man, I actually like went up to a couple of horses, rubbed the what you call it, the fur on them or whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? And looking at them like, man, this really is a strong animal right here, man. You can see the muscles on it and stuff like that. It didn't look like no starving animal, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that goes into the maintenance of a horse, man, and how beautiful the animal really is, you know what I'm saying? You really ain't got, as long as you know what you're doing, because I think I went up to yours I think I went up to yours, and I think I went up to the one Charles was on too, you know what I'm saying? I was just rubbing the animal and stuff like. I did go up to yours. I don't know if you remember. I went up to yours.
I was doing so much that day. Had so many horses running this and that. You probably could have. I ain't gonna lie to you. If it was one of mine, he better been sitting there.
Yeah, and I was rubbing on him and stuff like that. And I was like, man, this is really like a beautiful animal, man. You know what I'm saying? You can feel like when you're rubbing on them, you can feel the strength in that animal. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like no weak animal to me, man. You know what I'm saying? A calm animal, like you were just saying. You know what I'm saying? It was a very calm animal, man. And I was getting some tips from people like, Crown, don't stand behind it, or don't be right there. You know what I'm saying? That mark's on the butt for a certain reason. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just there for something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'm like getting a little news I could use because I'd never been to something like that. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I'm a project baby and a city boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about the country. You know what I'm saying? The first time I had the opportunity to go on a trail ride was I don't know if you heard of this car place. It used to be called Alberta Motors. The old place is actually right there on where Morgan and Baldwin connect until it just hit Baldwin right there by that Stripes. That's right there. And it's that old car lot that's right there. It might have like 3 cars on it, man. You know what I'm saying? It used to be called Alberta Motors. My dad used to work for him when I was a youngster. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah.
So the man had a ranch. So for one Easter, we went out on the ranch. You know what I'm saying? Food, barbecue was immaculate. You know what I'm saying? First time I ever seen real live smoked sausage. You know what I'm saying? You hear it at the barbecue, but now the country smoked sausage is different than the city smoked sausage. You know what I'm saying? So first time I ever like seen a deer up close. Like I'm talking about literally walk up to us, man, and I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like a deer walk up to us. But they went on a trail ride. My dad was like, let's go on the trail ride. I was like, nah, I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a catfish pond right there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I'm going to stay right here and fish these catfish and just let them back loose and, see how many times I can catch something. You know what I'm saying?
I got a pond on mine. You can go my pot.
You got a catfish pond too?
Yeah. Well, ain't no catfish in there, Maybe we can work on putting something in there. I got a pond. It's some little fish in there. I don't know what's in there.
Say,
some
man,
fish and duck in there.
The government will pay you to grow the breed catfish.
I ain't know that.
The government will pay you. They'll give you the feed. As long as you got the land.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I'm letting you know something.
Hey, little money and
Letting you,
everything.
yeah, I'm letting you know a little something. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting. I might have went to prison, but I learned a lot of shit up in there because I was a reader, not a convict. You know what I'm saying? I was in there learning shit, business shit. But yeah, man, the government will pay you to breed catfish. If you got a bunch of land and stuff like that, they'll supply the feed and everything. And when your pond get full, they'll come scoop up all the catfish, and you start all over again. You ain't got all you got to do is maintain them. You ain't gotta pay for the feed or nothing, man. The grants and the things like that. They don't give you loans. They give you grants, so you to be able to maintain it. So that's something to think about, bro.
I see catfish in my pond, y'all know.
Yeah,
Ain't a
man.
bad
Yeah,
idea,
man.
though.
So with this rodeo, what can we expect? What's going on?
What is going down? People just about to have a good time, man. That's all it's about to be. It's about to be a good time. It's about to be a good rodeo time. We're gonna have some events, team roping. It's gonna be a few people coming from all over the state to come over for team roping. We're gonna have barrels, so the ladies are coming out. The ladies are coming out to run those barrels, see who can do the fastest time. I think we may have team relay, some other events, mutton busting, like I mentioned for the kids.
I ain't trying to cut you. What's the barrels? What's that there?
So that's I guess I ought to break all this stuff
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
No, we want the all
yeah.
the intricate
I got
parts
you.
of it. You know what I'm
got you.
saying?
I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So barrel racing is where 3 barrels are set up in a triangular form, and the girls have the race basically with the fastest time. They go around in a triangular pattern, and the girl with the fastest time win money. So yeah, we're gonna have cash prizes, for all the different contests, and I think we're doing 90% payout. So that's an incentive for everybody to come out. We just want and we really, I really don't care about the money. I just want everybody to have a good time. I really don't. We're gonna have something. We're gonna have of course, best line dancing again. Best outfits, of course. Ladies and men. Chasing the steers, a little contest. For the women, see who can chase the ribbon on the back of the steers. For the kids too. Different little stuff.
What is that like chasing the steers?
So whoever gets the ribbon off the tail, it'll be a steer in the arena, and everybody be inside of a circle, and we'll say go. Whoever gets the ribbon gets $100.
So the steer like will be running around, and they're literally running around chasing, trying to grab that.
Trying to grab it.
Okay. See, man, I don't know nothing about all this here, man. But
Man, well, we try. My bad. So we're gonna be giving out. I think it's 1,000 to 2,000 in cash prizes. So you don't want to miss that part.
Yeah.
That's the main part.
through the whole thing, that's how much money gonna be.
Yeah, throughout the rodeo.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
It's not just a watch thing. No, we want people to come and participate.
Yeah.
Best costume, of course. Excuse me. We're gonna have a whole bunch of different stuff. Oh, excuse me, my bad. I need me something to drink. And a few little things will be going on during the rodeo, but man, once the rodeo ends about 10 o'clock, it's time to turn up. It's time for the dance. That's pretty much what everybody
Do you have
come
a schedule
for.
yet? Like this is gonna go down on Friday, and these events are gonna go down on Friday, and these events are gonna go down on Saturday type shit.
So the rodeo, of course, would be earlier on Friday. I think it starts at around 6 or so. Don't quote me on the time. And but the trail ride's gonna start earlier that day. That's gonna be at about 4 or 3, and that'll come back in to start the grand rodeo. So that first Friday night, it's gonna be, the rodeo would be good, but it's more of a meet and greet. It's more of a everybody just come and just
Mingles, see who all out there, see what's going
get
on.
to know your vendors, get the feel of it, and then Saturday we wanna kaboom.
Yeah, take us there. We get there Saturday morning. What are we looking forward to? Lead us from Saturday morning to Saturday night.
Do we even go to sleep? if it goes how it's supposed to go, do we even go? But seriously, on a serious note, so Saturday the ride will probably kick off at around 3 o'clock, and it's a 3-4 hour ride. We'll be out there on the country roads in the back part. This one will be a whole lot more safer. You don't have to worry about any traffic. We'll be back there in the country, so we can just, if you got your 4-wheelers, ATVs, this time golf carts, have at it. We back there in the country this time. We can stop it.
The last one they had, it was like you gotta have the ATV or a golf cart or a truck. Shoot, boy, people lined up in their car. I know I was in my Cadillac.
No, you can have your car. Bring your car. Put it in the line.
Yeah, I was like, man, I ain't got all that,
motorcycles, man. It was everybody. But that's how a trail ride is, Bring what you got. Trailers. If you got a trailer, let a few people get on the back of your trailer. Back of a truck. Man, there was some trucks sitting down.
Yeah, no, say it was sort of scraping the goddamn street. It was hidden. It was hidden, man. I ain't lying, bro. I was in the middle of the trail ride, man. I had to cut off because everybody in the car had to use the restroom. Then the females didn't want to get out of the squat. I got people behind me. I didn't want to stop and pull out in front of people. I'm like, damn, man, I had to run all the way back to the house, man. And by the time I got back, y'all was just then coming back in. So even though I kind of missed part of the trail ride, the party was just getting started. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I had a great time. And I'm really looking forward to this one too, man. So, who are some of the guests that we can be looking forward to seeing?
Ooh.
That you can announce.
Ooh. Okay. So, who we just released this week? We had Bubba Dub. He's coming down. Bubba Dub Jr. Oh yeah, he coming down. He's from Houston. Jacory Dion. He's from Houston. He coming down. You got M. Cali from San Antonio. He coming down. And then we got one more R&B guest. Okay.
One
more R&B guest.
One more.
I almost said it, but we got one more R&B guest. He's until I get confirmation from him. He's supposed to be coming, but till I get full confirmation, if we can get him, boy.
We got some weeks. We got a couple of weeks ahead.
He ain't Chris Brown, but we close.
Okay.
Any local acts so far?
We had a few local acts, but I'm trying to gear it kind of towards country. So if anybody can come with country acts, then it don't necessarily have to be country, but just let it have a country. Let it have let it have a country beat. Or something. Put some Morgan Wallen, mash it up or something. Do something for me. I work with me here.
Yeah. What I want to know is where did you meet Bubba Dub? How the conversation went, and how you get him to get here, man? Because I've been watching Bubba Dub before he even popped. You know what I'm saying? From his little skits, his little funny ass skits before he even popped, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, this dude here funny as hell, man. If he keep it up, he gon' and the back and forth with when Shaq and them, when they finally was tapping into him, when they realized who he was, until him finally getting his own show and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, with Prime Time too.
Yeah.
He
bumped him everywhere now.
Up there. Yeah. So man, it was actually a long shot, man. I shout out to my brother Allen, man, because each person he said, all those people that I named is because, and even the gentleman that I want to name is because he would say it. We'd be sitting there in the truck, and I'd be like, we trying to get them. We trying to, I'd be telling him, so, and then I call him back. Anyway, long story short, man, I reached out to Bubba Dub and reached out to him and his manager or whatnot. When he spoke to me, we talked about the trail ride and ABCD, and he was like, "There's black folks in Corpus." I was like, "Yo, we down here. We down here." He said it like that, but and I was like, "Yo, we down here." And then there was no question on his mind whether he's gonna come.
That's what's up, man.
He said he just set out the descriptions, and he said he'd be here Friday and Saturday. I said, Shoot, well, let's do it. Met with him real quick, and it was that, man.
How did that meeting go, man? I just want a feel of the conversation. Was the jokes funny? You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
Bub he's a character. He's a character, man. He's a character. It just was smooth, man. It's really, he really one of those people, man. Like, Offset, he really cool. You know, he comedian, he funny, he's stupid naturally. He naturally stupid just talking to him, but bro, talking to him is just like this. He a regular man, have a regular conversation. Brother got a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Brother got a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But
well, you got to get you some when you're in the business that he in. You know what I'm saying? And he got him some motion right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more sure that like he's not even tapped in a little more into himself and being on taking care of his business and stuff like that. So that's good to hear, man. Shout out to Bubba Dub, even though I ain't never met him before. But
he gonna be there.
He's one.
He gonna be there, and don't do nothing stupid, please. If y'all come to the church ride, don't show up with no skinny horses. Y'all heard what he told. Please don't do it. ASPCA ain't gonna be your worst problem. Don't come out there with. I already done told you. Don't come out there with no clown. Don't come out there with no skinny horses, man.
Make sure your horse is like theirs, you know what I'm saying, with some weight on you, healthy, been eating good, and been maintained. You know what I'm saying? We don't want your daughter's her Barbie doll horse with half the tail gone, ain't no mane, it's just all body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, please don't do that, man. We got too many people out there. Please don't do that.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. And the other artists that you had. That you got coming, how did you get them to come, and were they like the same as Bub W? You just black people down there in Corpus or something like that? Or
man, all of them had the same response, brother. All of them, like, man, it's like we're undiscovered. Like,
believe me, I know, bro.
But it's a lot of potential down here.
Yeah,
that's what I try and get people to understand. Everybody want to discuss what we not doing, what we not doing, what we not doing. Well, if there's room for what we're not doing, then there's room for you to do
it.
You
got dang right.
Well, so that's, we want them to experience and let them know, hey, man, Corpus down here. We jumping. Man, we put up numbers too.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, man? It's a lot of people in the state of Texas that has never heard of Corpus Christi, man. I've been to a few places and they be like, where you from? I was like when you go up North Corpus, they call it Corpus Crispy. They don't say Corpus Christi. They be like Corpus Crispy. Where's I like Corpus Christi, man? You know what I'm saying? But they be like, where's it at? California or somewhere like that? I'm like, no, this is here, brother, in Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's down here in Texas. We're at the bottom of Texas. You know what I'm saying? And then when you tell them, yeah, we right by the water. Y'all got a beach? Like, yeah, bro, we are the beach. You know what I'm saying? The whole. We're on the water, bro. We're that whole little trail right there that's going like that. That's Corpus Christi, man. We're by the water, man. I done been like in in Lubbock and Plainview and all that area. A lot of these dudes ain't never seen a palm tree, bro. Like for real, they have never seen a palm tree. I remember I had bumped into this one. This one, he was half black and half white. Big stocky dude. He played arena ball. I had bumped into him some years back. I think this was like in 899, and we was chopping it up and stuff like that. And I was telling him where I was from, right? And he was like, man, where's Corpus Christi at, man? I was like, shoot, here in Texas, man. He thought I was from out of state. I was like, no, we're in Texas, man. It's like in Texas, I've never heard of Corpus Christi, man. Like, yeah, we down by the water. You know what I'm saying? It's like by the water, he had never seen a beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we down by the water. We by the beach, man. We're like a oceanside community, man. Like for real, like we're at the Gulf of Mexico, bro. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't believe it, and he was like, man, you know what? I was like, what? I've never seen a palm tree in my life. Y'all have palm trees and stuff like that? I'm like, yeah, bro. That's you. I say down here in Corpus, you fuck around and have a palm tree in your yard. You know what I'm saying? You fuck around and have a palm tree in your yard. They grow like that down here, man. He like with the coconuts and all that. I was like, well, I don't know. I ain't never really seen no coconuts like that. But bro, we got palm trees down here, man. You go down there by the water, you're gonna see them all over the place. You head to the bluff and going out that area, you're gonna see them all over the place. And then you're gonna see them within the city too. You depending on where you stay, you supposed to have a palm tree in your yard, man.
Front yard.
I'm like, man, this is we're the city by the sea. You know what I'm saying? That's what they called us. It's like, man, I've never, and it wasn't just him. It was like a bunch of cats, man. And I remember we were sitting all, well, I'm gonna tell you where I was at. We were in Safe P. You know what I'm saying? We were in Safe P, right? You know what I'm saying? And I remember I was telling them because they used to love to watch. Was it Cops? I think it was Cops. They used to like. I don't know why people be locked up want to watch police shows, but that's what they like to watch, man. I never understood that. I never understood that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I'm a street cat or something like that. I come out the streets, shit like that, but I never understood. So Cops was being watched faithfully, right? And I was telling them a story one time, like when I stayed on Tanner, you know, I had some Mexicans that stayed next door to me. Now, mind you, these Mexicans, what they're quote unquote today, they call them immigrants. You know what I'm saying? Like they came over from the border, and they drank their ass off. You know what I'm saying? But these were my neighbors. They was cool, right? But one day, I'm smoking a blunt in the apartment. You know what I'm saying? In my project, I come out. I got, you know, we got the clothesline in the back door. You know what I'm saying? Over the back door, there's a clothesline and stuff like that. So my woman at that time was like, "Creon, go get the blanket off the clothesline." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I go outside, and man, it's dudes with these right here with the big old lights like that holding them up. A camera crew and it's the police and they harassing my neighbors, man. And it was cops, bro. It was cops. It was the show. I was like, what the hell? I hurry up and ran back in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm blowing this blunt. They probably say, fuck this Mexican dude. Let's see what this nigga up to. You know what I'm saying? Because he out here drinking and acting up. This nigga got this weed out here. That's really illegal. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm in Safe P, right? And I'm in the bunk area. I'm in the bunk area chopping it up with some of my partners, man. And like 3 or 4 guys come running into the back porch. Like, say, Creon, they got cops in Corpus Christi, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're you know, they're going down Ocean Drive, so they're seeing it for itself what Corpus Christi look like, man. They think it's California, mini Miami, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, it's live, man. Y'all got all the boats down there. Like, bruh, we're on the water, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you see in any other city that's by the water, boats and all that shit, yachts or whatever. We got a yacht club down there. We got all this shit. We got jet skis, you know what I'm saying? Pedal boats, whatever you see on TV, it's right here in my city, man. And they be like, man, do you go to the beach all the time? I'm like, hell no, I'm tired of the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Northside Manor, man. We as kids, we walked to the beach, you know what I'm saying, without floats, without fish poles or whatever. I done did all that stuff as a child, you know what I'm saying? As I got older, the only time you gonna catch me at the beach is at spring break, you know what I'm saying? And now that I'm older, I don't even do that no more, you know? So it's like people don't really know us down here, what's going on.
This too, because the way you were saying about, y'all got blacks down there. I feel like too, and y'all maybe correct me if I'm wrong, that Corpus is probably one of the few cities, probably in the U.S., where Mexicans also embrace black culture.
Yeah.
I feel like in Houston, ain't no Mexicans going to no trail rides in Houston.
I was hoping we brought that up as a point too, because that's the beauty. That's the beauty of our trail ride.
Black culture.
Yeah.
Our trail ride was that beautiful. We had, if it wasn't that the same amount, it was Mexican, black, white.
3 weeks before the trail
Yeah.
ride even.
They was deep. They was deep out there. Do you see them dancing horses they had out there?
Yeah.
They was showing out. But it wasn't. It wasn't like you said. They embraced the culture. It wasn't no differential between, you know, this was a black thing. This was it was. Hey man, let's turn up. Who got the livest horse?
And that's
Who got the who?
And I ain't
who
gonna
go-
lie,
you know.
even when we was at the trail ride, I was like, shit, everybody done showed up. We got pistoleros. That's why I was just joking on that shit like that. You know, the Mexicans on the horse. I like shit. We got pistoleros out here. We got black cowboys. We got the sheriffs out here. That's what I was calling the white cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I said we got the sheriffs out here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was on their horse. I was out there joking and shit like that. But it was a beautiful sight, man. That like
The diversity.
yeah, the diverse look. We came out here for the trail ride, man. You know what I'm saying? Even like I was saying earlier, it was a group of white people that was there, right? And they had their tents and all, and they trailers and all set up on the where the cars and stuff was parked and stuff. They was like in that back part over there where the cars and all that shit, where we was parking on the grass and shit.
Yeah.
And the guy was, you know, he was cool and a fan on high. You know what I'm saying? They were some cool people, man. They were super cool. You know what I mean? They were super cool. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, the owner of the racetrack, you know what I'm saying? You know, invited us to the trail ride. He's like, man, I'm thinking that this, you know, it's just some white folks shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, it ain't number. It's a whole bunch of blacks and, you know, Mexicans out here. I like, yeah, man, this is Corpus Christi, man. You ain't got no choice but to be diverse out here.
Well,
you
a
know
lot
what
of
I'm
people
saying?
were confused. They thought it was gonna be like an old school trail ride.
Yeah.
Like I was like, no, this
is
ain't
different.
that. This
Yeah.
is that, but it ain't that. This,
Yeah.
you know.
But
But
even if you wanted it to be that, it's still
it couldn't. There's it's
Yeah,
too
yeah.
it's too much going on. People's vibrations was too high. You know, the atmosphere was just ecstatic. It was. Everybody was just excited, you know, and everybody had one thing on their mind: have a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
What?
For sure.
Man, I didn't get to wear my outfit.
Well, say it was some outfits on out there,
It
though, man.
was, man.
I really appreciated how the women came and showed up. You know what I'm saying?
They were. They had us out down there. And they need to do the same thing at this one. 3-1.
Yeah, I liked how the women showed up. And then I liked how like the street heads, you know, the street guys came out there with they hats on, they boots on. I was like,
I see your son with a black cowboy hat.
Like man,
Everybody go country.
Say man, I'm on the phone with him. I'm on the phone with him, man. And you know, I'm on the phone with me and one of his homegirls, you know what I'm saying? We chopping it up. She's like, hey, Pops, what's up? We chopping it up like that. She's like, where Nunu at? I'm like, man, I don't know where that boy at. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'm just a FaceTime this food. This boy at the I think what's his Boots and Britches or something? What is it called? That's right there for airline.
South Padre or airline.
The boot
Yeah,
barn,
boot
you know what I'm
barn.
saying? He up in there getting this shit together, you know what I'm saying? Then he pulled out. I was like, boy, look at this kid, man. I blame this on y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But it's good to see like y'all doing something and like, you know what I'm saying? The people jump on the wave and just set up. Now you had a few haters in the background talking about, oh, now niggas want to be cowboys and all
No, it
this
ain't
type.
even
Man,
about
it
that.
ain't even about that, bro.
It ain't even like that. There ain't nobody hating on nothing. I tell people all the time, a cowboy ain't about your height, ain't about what you dress. It is that don't make you, you know, that's not what a cowboy is.
Yeah.
A cowboy is almost about the same definition of a man.
Yeah.
Do you have integrity?
Yeah.
Do you love your neighbor?
Yeah.
You know, do you treat people right? Do you
Yeah.
respect women? You know,
Yeah.
A, B, C, D. You
Yeah.
know, being a cowboy way of life, you know, the style, you know, anybody
Y'all caught up in the dress. Y'all caught up in the dress.
Style, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody
It's
have
more
fun.
than that. It's more than that, man.
Ain't nobody hating. And if you truly, you know, that's a whole nother conversation. You know, it's all love. At the end of the day, it's love. Cause brother, it's love.
Yeah.
It's love. Ain't nobody worried about. You gonna always have one or two that got something to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Let them be. Cause by who definition, what is a cowboy? I've been cowboying my whole life.
Yeah. Cool in the fan too, bro. Cool in the fan. You know what? I remember one time Dollar Bill was shooting a video. You know Dollar Bill, right? Vernon.
Oh yeah. So you got to call people by their
Yeah.
names.
Vernon. Was that he was shooting a video? Was that you out there
Him?
with the horse?
Man, I had a few of them. Mexican OT, Lil Wayne. All them boys and you, my horses. all them boys, all them horses, all them horses.
Cause I remember he was shooting a video on what is that right there, New Edition?
Carver.
No, it wasn't Carver. I think it was Eldridge.
It was yeah. I want to say it was Carver.
Was it Carver?
I want to say it was Carver.
You was shooting that. You was out
I
there
wanna say it was
that day.
Carver. Yeah.
Because it was so. I'm thinking it was
I
him
wanna say it
because
was
you was out
Carver.
there on your horses. It's
Yeah.
all in the rap video and everything. Okay. That's probably when I first came across you. You know what I'm
I said,
saying?
hey, look, y'all, look, we can do the rap video, but I can't be in it. I can't. Y'all gotta get the horse.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I tell them all the time in all the rap videos, all the, but hey, y'all get the horses. I can't be in it. I can't be in it, brother. I
Yeah.
can't.
Okay. That was.
But yeah, it
you
was,
out there.
it was, yeah.
Because
it was my
I remember me and
horses.
Jacoby got invited to the video shoot, man. You know what I'm saying? And we pulled up, and that was you with the horse. You know what I'm saying?
was on Carver.
Yeah. Okay.
It was. Elgin next street over.
Yeah, Elgin, yeah,
It wasn't
exactly,
Elgin, it was Carver. I
exactly. That's
remember.
it was
Matter of fact,
Carver then.
Probably like what 5 years ago.
Yeah.
or so.
It's about that long ago.
Yeah, it ain't been that long, but yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
What time fly?
Yeah, sure
Yeah.
do, man. I remember that day. I remember that day real well. I was like, boy, Dollar Bill got a horse at the video shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that day.
Yeah, I was like, boy got a horse at the video shoot, man. And I kept asking myself after seeing you a few times, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, getting to know you and stuff like that. I'm like, I wonder was that DH that was out there on that horse that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm that nigga on that nag.
So, like, what is your favorite thing about, I guess I can say, about just being a cowboy, the dealing with the animals and stuff like that? What is like your favorite thing? What makes you like push and keep doing what you're doing? You know what I'm saying, like that.
Man, the love and the passion for it. I wake up in the morning. Not everybody, I guess to say it like this, not everybody can do what they love.
Yeah,
So I don't take that for granted. I'm starting to realize that each day.
yeah, for
You
sure,
know.
for sure.
So to be able to do what I love, I might as well give it my best, you know. And they deserve the best, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like I compare them because as my children, you know, because that's how I look at them.
Yeah.
You know, feed them. Something go wrong with them, I I got a problem. You know,
Yeah.
I defend them just as you might defend your children.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, you know, and reserving the life. You know, I don't look at it as a different lifestyle. I just look at it as my life. You
Your
know,
life,
like it's
That's
how I
what's-
wake up and breathe every day. You know, I couldn't imagine being behind a desk. Do I have the brains for it? Can I work a computer? Yeah, but that ain't me.
That ain't you.
I'd rather pick this up, set this over here. You know, that's just, that's not who I was called. I was called to serve in a certain way, and as I'm getting older, I'm starting to see how God is starting to thread, the areas of life, how he's taking the horses and using the horses to bridge, with ministry and here, over there, connect.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing to be able to, like I say, just do what I love every day.
I remember a little while back, I was out downtown at the bridge, and so I was coming out, and I seen Braden. I seen Braden on the carriage with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in one
little Braden.
and man, I was like, because I know Braden. You know what I'm saying, man? And Braden can be tough sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was checking him out, man, and I was just seeing, I could see in himself how he liked what he was doing, man. And like a lot of times, kids need something that interests them. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of parents, they try to push their kid to do this, push their kid to that, but they never push the kid to what interests them. You know what I'm saying? And I had seen it on them, you know what I'm saying? Because I stayed out there for about an extra 20 minutes and talked to him that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what's up? What you doing on this horse and all this
That's
type of
my
stuff
boy.
like
Braden's
that, man.
my boy,
So,
man.
how is it sharing your knowledge and your experience with the youth, man? And
That's what I was referring to as I'm watching God thread it together.
yeah,
So, for instance, like Braden. Braden started off in my youth program. I have a little youth program that I meet with young men not every Saturday, but we try and meet, We teach them morals, ethic codes, different little stuff.
yeah,
Training young men to be for boys to be young
Yeah.
men, you know. But Braden is special.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's special. That's my boy. And he hung out with me a little bit outside of the program, and then it got to where he just became, man, Braden almost like a junior. Like Braden can tell you everything about the horse game. I mean, just, and like you said, you notice a transformation once
man.
you
Yeah,
once you see what they love. You know what I mean? Like it's just different, and they need that opportunity to be
facts,
boys.
Facts,
They need
man,
to learn how
facts,
to.
man,
They need
facts,
to learn
man.
how to reason. They need to learn how to. Excuse me. They need to learn how to problem solve. Well, if this happens over here, what's the consequence? You know, they need to understand. You know, how to jump off a tree, break their arm. You know, and they need to learn how to be boys, be
Yeah.
men. You know.
Yeah.
I believe, you know, you can learn that stuff through books and stuff like that, but some things, you know, you just
It got to be hand on, man. And I was
it has to be showed from another man.
yeah, facts, bro. Facts, bro. I was watching this little clip with Judge Joe Brown, man. Now I won't get into why he was saying this, but I'll just say what he was saying, man. And he was saying, man, it's your duty. If you're born a man, it's your duty to be a man. It's your God-given duty to be a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like your duty to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? It's your duty to protect women. You know what I'm saying? It's your duty to protect children. It's your duty to protect the environment. You know what I'm saying? It's your duty to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And we have so many kids, even young adults, man, that, you know, they're men, but they're not men. You know what I'm saying?
They're males. They're not
Men.
men. There's a difference.
Yeah.
You can have male birds, but a bird can never be a man.
Yeah. No, all right.
There
for
can
sure,
be
for
male
sure.
specimens, but there's a difference between a male and a man.
Yeah, for sure. And we have a lot of that. We have a lot of that, man. Like, you got young brothers who don't know how to change a tire. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how to do an oil change. You know what I'm saying?
Iron his shirt.
Yeah,
You'd be
facts.
surprised.
Man.
We take it as, you know, we growing up in a different, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, no. Go
But
ahead,
you
bro. You
will
right.
be surprised. That's why I always, and I'm glad we got this opportunity. If you are a man out there, please, I need help. Come share some light with these young men. I don't know if I can do that because I need more brothers to just teach young brothers
Yeah.
how to say yes, sir. How to open up a door for a woman. How to cut the yard. You know, how
Man,
to,
you took the
you
words
know,
right out my mouth, bro.
it's the simple things, you know, that make up a man. You know,
Yeah, take out the trash, man.
Take
You know
out
what I'm
the
saying?
trash.
You don't. You shouldn't. When you walk by the kitchen and you see that
make
thing
up your
full,
bed.
yeah, you know. But you're right, bro. Look, man, my pops was retired military, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you know, if you can't imagine, you know what I'm saying? Imagine being the child of a man in the military. If you are a boy, please believe me. When it's all said and done, you're gonna be a man. You're gonna know how to wash dishes. You're gonna know how to throw out the trash. And believe me, you're not gonna be told to go do this. You're gonna see it for yourself and know when you're supposed to go do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no argument or something like that with your tea lady or something like that, or even with your wife or with your girlfriend. These are your obligations. You know what I'm saying? We carry the load, man. That's what you got to be willing to carry the load, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to go out there and do what it does to take to be a man. A lot of these brothers don't know what it is to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You, like you said, making your bed. Look, my mom passed away right when I was getting ready to turn 10. A couple of months before 2 months before I turned 10 years old. You know, so I was 9 when she passed away. And I was adopted as family, so they were kind of old. So you know what I'm saying? And she passed away of breast cancer. But by the time I was 11, that year my pops having me, you know what I'm saying? To now it's just me and him. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to cook, bro. He didn't have to. He didn't have to. I didn't have to wait for my daddy to come home to make lunch or dinner or something like that for me. I knew what to do. I knew how to wash my own clothes. I knew about separating the whites, separating the colors, separating the blues, separating the blacks, and all that. I knew what to wash my clothes on. I knew how to. If I had a hole in my pants, I knew how to sew. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to sew. I ain't never had a friend whose bed was perfect as mine. I ain't never had and my mom and my daddy didn't make my bed. I made my own bed, but my daddy showed me how to make my bed and how my bed should look every morning when I get up out of it. And I'm getting ready to start my day. You know what I'm saying? I always say, like, when your life in disarray, start in your house. If your house is shit all over the place, that's why your life in disarray, man. Start with your bedroom, clean your bedroom, and work your way out of it. Clean your bathroom, clean your living room, work your way into the kitchen. Once you get all that done, then you're ready to step outside. You know what I'm saying? But it started in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? Check out your environment, man, and prepare yourself to be who you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just get up and they go. Don't take care of nothing in the home. That's why your life in disarray, because your home's messy. You know what I'm saying? You can take that as a parable too, or you can take that as like a symbolic meaning, man. You know what I'm saying?
Start in the house.
So it really does, man. So all these things, bro, none of my partners knew how to do. My woman to tell you, everybody that I done been with, I don't even let, well, she need to, how niggas be arguing, I come home and I work all day, the clothes ain't washed and all that shit. That ain't never been a problem for me. I wash them motherfuckers. I don't want nobody folding the clothes. You don't fold the clothes right anyway. That's seriously how I am, bro. You know what I'm saying? I fold all the clothes, and they'll tell you, shit, all I gotta do is wash it. Kareem gonna fold everything. He gonna roll the socks up. They gonna all match. He gonna sit the shit in the drawer. It's from my daddy, man, being in like order. Everything. You open the drawer, you gonna be like, damn, all these niggas shirt folds, this nigga socks are lined up like that. All the red shirts over here, all the black shirts over here, all the white shirts, the mixed shirts are in this area, you know what I'm saying? His pants, like bro, this how my pops lined me up. And I took that from as a little boy. And I'm still like that today. Still like that today, man. Still like that today, man. Just everything is lined up. That way, if I know everything's lined up in my home, when I walk out the house, I'm gonna be lined up too. You know what I'm saying? I know how to carry myself, like you were just talking about, going back to being a man, how to respect women, how to respect your elders, how to be how to communicate with your other male peers. Everything, like we was talking about earlier, everything ain't always got to be dealt with aggression, bro. Learn to communicate with each other. Learn to find out, problem solve. You know what I'm saying? I was telling the young lady that I talked to, I was letting her know that, like, and I get it from my dad. If you come with me with the issue, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be an issue between us, just an issue, period. While you talking to me, I'm already problem solving. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do but to problem solve. You know what I'm saying? And then when you finish, I'm gonna tell you what you could do. You know what I'm saying? In order to alleviate these problems. Sometimes it ain't like what you want to hear, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's, man, my partners, you come with me with an issue or something, you got a complaint or something. When you're talking to me, I'm going to let you talk, but I'm already problem solving your issue, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what a man's supposed to be doing. You're supposed to always be a thinker, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we're lacking that in our community, but with going back to what you're doing, you got these young men out here on the ranch, you know what I'm saying? You're showing them another side of life, probably they'll probably never get an alternative that they'll probably never would have if it wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? If a parent didn't see what DH is doing, man, he got this program. I'm gonna take my son over here because ain't no telling. I don't know people's situation, but ain't no telling how many of those kids ain't got no dad in the house? You feel what I'm saying? So
Majority.
you
Most
so so you
Most
been,
of them.
you
And
been,
I remember how it was
Yeah.
growing up. That's really the reason why I do it.
yeah, you been
I may not have children, but I remember what it was like, not having a dad there, you know, and
facts. Facts.
you there and everybody else is enjoying Father's there, this and that, got this going on, and ain't nobody there to watch you. Ain't nobody there to, see you cross this and that. So, I may not can go back on the past, but I can be there for somebody else.
Vernon
I
just
can.
popped up in the chat. I'm gonna let you go. I'm just letting you know he just popped up in the chat. Selena C. Melker, something like that. She said her maternity pictures were beautiful with your horses.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying? So I just want to
took
let you know
those,
feedback like that.
How'd you start the carriages?
Man,
Downtown carriages. How'd that come about?
that was a God-given gift. And I'm not one to just stress God,
Yeah.
God, 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 but I got to give him his props where he's due.
Ain't nothing wrong with
So-
it, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'd rather sit up here and hear you talking about giving all your praises to God for everything that you're doing and the things that's coming to you, then up here being selfish talking about I did this shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I hear that so much. I be tired of that shit, nigga. You
Yeah,
act like
nah,
you don't know who the creator is,
Yeah,
bro.
well,
But
yeah, because
yeah.
you without him, you
Yeah.
just wake up one morning without, But
Yeah,
anyway,
shoot.
but man, literally, I'm gonna tell you exactly. This is how it happened. You have to know my past, and I hate to get into it, but
Say this is where the growth and development come in, man. People got to hear this in order so you ain't no telling who's going through what you going through, and they ain't got no story or don't know how to say it, but what you saying, they might can get from point A to point B now. Yes, facts.
all right. So for the point of inspiration, since y'all wouldn't get it out of me.
Yeah, man.
When I came back here from Atlanta, I told you I was a little loud and I was moving fast. I was moving real fast. Got in a little trouble, went to prison, did my little 3-4 years, A, B, C, D. You would have, yeah.
Oh, you never knew it. I would have never knew. If you'd never said nothing, I'd have never knew it, bro.
And because I believe in resurrection. I believe in a redo. I believe in a second chance. I believe people can change.
Yeah, facts.
I believe that. And so coming out of prison, I worked for an insulation company. Got to the highest of that insulation company, took over that insulation company, ended up taking over. But it still wasn't accommodating my lifestyle. Yeah. When you used to having a certain amount of money, you used to live in a certain
exactly
type of way,
I know exactly.
You know
I
what I
had
mean?
to talk with somebody about that the other day.
So, but I prayed to God, and I told God I did not want to go back to prison. If I had to go back, to doing what I was doing, and literally, I was training these boys' horses for $500. $500. These boys' horses worth $20,000. When I go back and look at it, but I prayed to God for that, and God blessed me. God blessed me with that, and he just showed me, this is what I've given you. Take it, utilize it, And at first it started off as a secondary form of income, the horse carriages. Yeah. But then it came to be, something for the community that the people loved, and became a primary form of income. Yeah. And man, it's nothing I'm going to get rich off of, but I pay my bills and I have a good time.
Well,
and
break down the whole
I have fun,
You have the horses, I'm assuming. So where do you even buy a horse carriage? You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why I'm telling you, is nobody but God. Because we never, to us, if you're in the horse game, anybody, carriages and stuff is just big, dumb, stupid animals, Carriages didn't get live till Corpus. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm not trying to flex, just because I got. But if you go to any other, you can go to any other city. If you go downtown and you see my carriages, anybody I got driving the carriages, we turn. We live, we music. It's not no boring historic tour. Once again, I ain't changing nothing. Yeah. I'm taking the same thing. I just, put my little twist on it. Yeah. Put some music on it, make it a little loud, put a few little lights on it, but we make it into a more of a exciting, you know, upscale, you know, because this is Corpus.
What made you say, I'm gonna try horses and carriages?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, try the carriage thing. You know what I'm saying? Where the idea come from?
I was helping a friend out, and I was training his horse, and like I told you, I've been praying on it literally because I was really about to backslide. I was really about. I was really. I was 9 toes in about to backslide. I can't lie. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. But after I was training this man's horse, and he told me how much he made an hour, and and I did the math. I said, go. I said, we don't have it there in Corpus. I said, you got 20 companies here in San Antonio. You got 20 companies there in Houston, you know, and then the best part about horse carriages, you know, that's why I tell the game is that, you know, you could get in the horse game, but, you know, hopping in there, you really got to really just understand those horses. And I had already hit the ups on it because I had been training them, you know, and I didn't know it, you know, but once I did that, bought it here, and I just tried it. Did you have to go through
like hula hoops and stuff to like get like permits and do all that type of stuff?
License, permits, insurance. They did not, and they shut me down. They shut me down for 7 months. That's what people don't know. I've had to go through, had the NAACP down here. Luckily, thank God for the black preachers. You know, they stood behind me on that. With the city manager, had to go through that. I mean, Peter, it didn't want it to go, you know, just for no reason, all for no complaints. When I look at it now, we talking about the story. I guess I do got a little story to tell, I guess. But well, when you live in the life, you know, you just, it don't seem like it. You just trying to make a living. You know, I don't look at it as, I look at it as my job, you know, but yeah, how that came about and coming through with the city quite didn't understand because they was new to it, you know, so we was working together. And so it was challenging, but through it all, we've been working together. The city has been supporters. They've been supporters.
Do you remember your first time hitting the streets downtown? The first time
What?
Somebody came up to you and was like, "Hey, what is this gonna cost?" And like your first ride that you would pay for. You remember that?
I started.
And how long did it take you once you pulled up downtown?
Man, I sat there. Okay, so the first time I was supposed to open, it was during COVID. And they had something going or whatever, and I couldn't do it, and it rained. It was in June. You know, nothing ever go as planned, you know.
Yeah.
So I went down there, and I was like, man, this is the day. It was a Friday. I was like, this is the day. And I went down there. I must have sat there for like 3 hours. I was like, ooh. This ain't it. And back then, I was charging $15 a person back then. I think children under 10 ride free. I was like, you know, I'm about to clean them up. You know, I'm like, Man, I'm sitting there, bow tie fresh, horse white, carriage white. You know, it's your first day. Everything gonna be clean.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there fresh. I never forget. The sun went down. Judy Hurd came down there. Miss Gertrude came down there, took her pictures, you know, and I'm sitting there like, appreciate you. Yeah, you know. I'm out of there. This is not how this went, you know. This is not how you planned it, you know. And it's crazy because everything has been like that. But I was sitting there and, man, when that sun went down, I put them lights on. That's all I can remember. And that's been the same story each night. Every single time I cut them lights on, man, it's like,
roaches come out.
They go, man. I don't know what it is. I don't rush to get out there. I done figured it out. I said, man, my people don't like Corpus. We laid back, man. They don't like riding until nighttime, man.
Yeah. No, that's Corpus Christi for you, man. That's Corpus Christi for you. We gonna come out, but we gonna come out late, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at first it was not it didn't look. But after that first weekend, I said, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And I stowed all my guys from installation, had them driving the carriages. So you seen people like Mush on the carriage. You see, different individuals, my brothers, homeboys, and different people, But We made it work. We made it work. We made it work. We made it work.
That's what alhamdulillah, man. Praise be to God, man. Praise be to God. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Now, I did want to get into it didn't even cross my mind until right now. The accident downtown. What the hell happened?
So, with that, I'm one. If you gotta know me, I let stuff go. I mean, I literally let stuff go. That it wasn't. The horse wasn't injured. Driver wasn't. And she had small, a bruise, but the carriage was destroyed. It was probably just some young person racing.
Oh, that's what they were doing. They were racing. Okay.
I tell people, just for a long story short, not that I'm trying to sound like some saint, but where grace is shown, grace is given. Because I have done stuff where I know I should have been out of there, but I got a pass. So, man, if nobody got hurt, if all I got is a carriage messed up, I ain't gonna buy another carriage. I ain't got money like that, but I ain't gonna buy another carriage, man. I can't replace. It'd been a different story if my driver had, But everything all right. Give me some sleep.
Cause that thing was played over and over. I think we shared it from Riding High, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, come on, man, what y'all really doing down here?
It's
you know
terrifying
what I'm saying?
when you first seen it.
Yeah, it was, because for the most part, like, I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily what led up to it, but going back to what was anybody hurt? You know what I'm saying? Was the animal hurt? You know what I'm saying? Anything like that? So I'm glad that wasn't nobody hurt. The animal was all right. So that is a good thing. And like you hear like so many times, like when people get into a wreck, first, it goes to show the manner of a human being. When they not worried about the vehicle, they want to make sure that nobody's injured. You know what I'm saying? Hoping everybody's all right, man. You don't want to lose a life or nothing like that. So, God is good though, man. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people in the video was worried about the horse too.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like a lot of people, damn the idiots, you know what I'm saying? Doing whatever they get, they deserve. Is the animal
but
right?
like I told them, I said, pray for them boys too, or woman, whoever it was. I don't know. Who it was, because you don't know what they going through.
Yeah.
Even though it was my stuff, but like I said, you been young and you played around and stuff,
for shit show. For shit show, man.
You get to the point to where, man, it's like you said, it's growth.
Yes.
It's growth right in front of your eyes as you talking. You're like, man, why ain't I mad about that?
No, for real, man. For real, man.
I've learned to look at it, brother. If it's tangible, it can be replaced.
God dang right, man. God dang right. Well, shoot, I'm glad that situation worked itself out and that everybody was all right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, folks still mad at me for not suing. They'll live. It ain't their money.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the back end of the thing. That's all that's all people be worried about too. The other part of people, you gonna sue? How much money you get? You know what I'm saying? I got this lawyer, you can go to this lawyer. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Anytime one of my partners get into a break, I be like, say, fool, I got this lawyer for you, man. He gonna make sure you straight. But my thing is like for myself, like I want to make sure you're straight. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the lawyer had took care of me, you know what I'm saying? Made sure like I was really for myself, that shit was, I was like, wow, you really pulled something off for me, man. You know what I'm saying? It really helped me. That's how I was able to start, the get my store and stuff like that. But on the back end of that, like the humbleness, man, to recognize that like I got this with God's favor. You know what I'm saying? Whatever God give me, can't nobody take away. And whatever God take away from it, can't nobody give me, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that like you're on that level of piety. You know what I'm saying? And that level of mercy and sincerity, man, that you see a bigger picture. Because the people who don't see the bigger picture are the ones like Did you sue? Did you know what I'm saying? They don't see the bigger picture. Y'all worry about if I'm gonna sue these people, something like that, but I'm more worried about it that my people are right, that the animal are right, and that these people are all right. That's what matters most to me. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I commend you for that type of growth. You know what I'm saying? Which falls in the line of a thinking man. You know what I'm saying? A man just being a man, because mercy is something that's hard to come by these days, man. But you're always getting it from God, bro. It is. You will always get it from every.
I was reading an article about that, like you know, showing love regardless. You know, that's a tough word for us men to use. Love, we cringe up, but when you get to the point, which I'm learning, to where you show love and it ain't got to be reciprocated back. That's true love. You know, that's just what we really want to. That's what we need to get back to. Yeah. That's really the answer to it all.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So what's the future for DH Coleman, man? What you know, the trail roster, what you got anything else coming up?
December, right after that, we're gonna throw another one. We got another one. We're gonna throw a birthday bash for December. We're going to have a nice Christmas, New Year's one with the ball drop. We already planning on that one. Okay. But one thing is after the other. That's why.
So you done told me about this birthday bash, Larry. I'm going to make sure I better get one of them texts, you know?
That one won't be a trail ride or a rodeo. That one just going to be a plain out just ranch
party. But on the ranch. That's fine with me.
Ranch party. See, we just going to have to stage it.
For myself, I dip down, downtown for a little bit because I don't drink no more or none of that type of stuff, man. But a lot of times, reason why I do go out is because I don't see my people too much, man. Like my friends and stuff like that. So I know, okay, they gonna be here. I'm gonna be able to go chop it up with them. They say, "Cree, you want to drink?" I'm gonna turn it down. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't want to drink, bro. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really here to get opportunity to holler at one of y'all, man. Or just see, I like seeing my people, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to holler at nobody or get at the females or nothing like that. I'm really just here to see y'all, man, see how y'all doing, get my little 15, 20 minutes time with you, jump to the next homie, you know what I'm saying? See how that homegirl doing, stuff like that. So that's why, and I want to do a ranch party. It's something different.
This is that.
It is different, but it's for me, it's like, I don't want to go down there, bro. I'd rather go do something different. You know what I'm saying? I want some new.
And this brings different people from all walks of life. Yeah. You get to try different foods, from different folks. You get this. And we had folks selling all kind of stuff, and at this next one, I've had some people call me with some stuff, I know that somebody gonna buy it, but but it's a diverse thing, and Corpus, and we keep saying this, but Corpus is the best spot for this to happen. Yeah. Because you have trail rides all over the country and they predominantly black, but this one ain't. This one ain't. This one is not. This
is really for the people.
If MLK wanted a trail ride, this would be it. This would be black, white. We all holding hand going down the street riding horses. We got black saddles and white saddles and and all that. But this is the main thing is bring the community together for fellowship. Yeah. We've lost that touch of. Oh, yes. Don't come playing. CCPD will be there. CCPD will be there. You will be escorted off of the premises. Do not even raise your voice too loud. I'm not joking.
That's good, man.
But yeah, we in the days and times that we live in, typically we weren't using security in the past, but this time CCPD will be there. And if extra security is needed to bring in, if it becomes too big, then of course we'll bring them in. Ain't no problem. No problem. We already got, I guess, a plan B measure, just in case, if they need to bring in extra officers. But right now, we have the police officers. They're going to be there to control everybody, to make sure that everybody just getting along. Yeah. But, man, just don't even have none of that on your mind, man.
Yeah, man.
Just show up to have a good time. Just
that's what it's about, man. For shit show, man. For shit show.
you'll find what you're looking for. You know, that's just that. You know.
Shit show, man. Shit show.
But yeah, don't come with no plan. Don't come with no plan. You will be escorted out, and you will be what do they say? Kicked off the. Yeah. You going to jail. You going to jail.
And
You
then,
going to jail.
then it's on the weekend. It's on the weekend too. You already know what the
seen-
weekend means.
you ain't
Nigga,
seen the judge till
you
Monday.
ain't coming home to Monday, baby. You know what I'm saying? So
But we
better-
gonna bar you
better
too,
be-
you know, and you don't want to miss the fun for the rest of your life, you know.
Facts,
you know,
man.
it's something that's something to be remembered. That's for
There was
sure.
something else I wanted to ask you. Slipped my mind because you kind of got into some of the things.
My
I was
bad.
like, it was good. It just completely slipped my mind, man.
Run over the somebody asking about the contest. Run over the contest one more time.
Okay, so we'll have, of course, the best line dancing crew. They will be females costumes. That's Daisy Dukes. Whatever you wear, whoever has the best costume. I don't know who we'll have judging that. We'll figure out who. But look at his face when he did that.
Say, man, I like judging. I'm not judging you, but judging. You know what I'm saying?
We'll have that. We have best line dancing crew. Best horse and corpus. What's another contest? I think
Best dress contest for male and female.
male and female.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what they're asking.
And what do we? Oh, I had to take off watermelon eating contest. We'd take that off. I wanted to keep it. It was my idea initially, but then I got too much. Yeah, I know I got too much backlash from it. It was like watermelon. Yeah, I'm like, all right. Maybe on the next one, I'm gonna squeeze it in there though.
Like we don't like watermelon.
Right.
Cut it out.
Right.
Cut it out, cause I would have got into that.
Hey, y'all gonna be recorded. Y'all know it. Y'all know.
Talking about look at this nigga.
That's all. So
Look at this nigga. Look
that
how he
was-
got us looking like that. Look how he got us looking like, boy, niggas ain't shit, man. That's funny, man.
yeah, so we had to take that one off. Don't worry. Man,
funny as
literally,
hell, man.
if you see it,
Oh,
it
that's
used to be on the
funny as hell,
flyer. No,
man.
yeah, we couldn't do it. We took it. Somebody said, I thought I seen that on the flyer. No, it's good. It's off. We took it off.
Some old,
That was my bad idea.
some
my
old
bad.
militant ass nigga that came to the trail ride talking about, look at how this nigga got us looking like this live on camera. Shit. He in first place too. Nigga done went through 3 watermelons in
Real talk.
16 seconds.
I was watching that one dude. That's all I kept thinking about. But you got that, and then we got some stuff for the kids. The kids for the best dress. And they'll be able. All these are cash prizes. You know?
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll be giving out over $2,000 cash prizes.
Yeah.
So, let's see what else for the kids. What else we got? Yeah, that main thing. Oh, y'all need to get there early if y'all want y'all kids on that mutton busting, riding those sheep. That's where they come out on the shoot.
How does the entry work?
We
'Cause
just
I know last time y'all did like 20 a car or something. So how is it per person? Per car?
$20 per person, $5 for parking, and then just that simple after that. This time we won't have RV parking spots, all that. How we charged last time? Free. Just pull up. Just pull up. Keep your whatever spot you want. First come, first serve. Just
So it ain't no charging fee? That what you saying?
no, I'm charging to get in.
Yeah.
It's $20. But see, last time we had certain spots like people
Oh,
had
yo, no, I
special
see what you're
spots.
saying. Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, if you want to
Okay,
stay overnight, we're not charging this time to stay overnight. It's free.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're
Water, electricity, all that, because it's on the ranch this time.
Yeah,
it's on
yeah.
my ranch, so
saying. Yeah,
I got all that. So
okay.
it's free. It's free. So y'all want to stay overnight, sleep there overnight, I ain't charging.
Yeah.
You straight.
That's what's up.
Get you sleep. You can't drive home, go ahead, stay there.
Yeah, stay your butt there.
We got a bunk upstairs. I'm sure we can find your room. Something. We'll find you something.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. DH Coleman Trail, Halloween Trail, Riding Rodeo.
It's
baby.
going,
You know
this
it's going
time.
down.
Ooh-wee.
That's what's up.
Ooh-wee. This time it got a little twist with it too, with the
Yeah.
costumes.
This is what I wanted to ask you. Who vendors that you got coming? Got any vendors that by name that you already know?
I can't name none of them off the top of the name. Don't even let me sit up here.
in.
Yeah, we have 2 or 3 vendors. We have a barbecue vendor. We have a lady that's doing snow cones, and then another lady just texted me she's doing shirts. So and then but I just opened it. We just opened it up for vendorship for just this past weekend.
Yeah,
So
yeah, okay. So you,
yeah, if you're a vendor, please come on, give me a call. It's $100 a day. You know, you gonna make that back.
shit, in no time, no time. I even when we leave here, shoot it to a couple of friends that I know that got food trucks and do all this type of stuff, so they can lock in with you too. Send them the number that I got from you and stuff like that, so they can lock in with you too, man. Because I know like some of like the vendors, they weren't mad about what happened. They just really wanted to be out there. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
of them, that's what they told me. They
Yeah.
was mad that they didn't get a chance to sell out.
Yeah, you know
That's
what I'm
you know,
saying? Yeah, you
that's most of them. They weren't. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
And I hate to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And that's really what pushed to do another one
We need to hear more from you than me. You know
because
what I'm saying?
nobody, the responses, yeah, 1 or 2, yeah, but like I tell everybody, man, they shooting at churches now. They doing stuff at Walmart and stuff. You don't stop going there. You still go. You know,
Hey, come back, but we got proper security this time.
Yeah.
most of them were telling me that I just need to, you know, I need to get on. I need to get on it. But most of those vendors, I still have all their contacts. When I talk to them afterwards, because I talked to majority of all the vendors afterwards, all of their responses were almost the same. Yeah. It was what we expected. You know, because walking into it, nobody knew. You know, nobody knew how many people were gonna be there or how the event was actually gonna turn out. You know, we had an idea, but you know, you can't really just say in concrete until day of. But shoot, nobody complaining.
Yeah.
Well, nobody complaining that not. I mean, you know, that it couldn't continue, but for what it was, for what it's going to be, you know, the vendors, you'll be okay. You'll be able, and that's another purpose of it. You know, when I say exposing for the community, vendors get a chance to, you know, get to expose. You know, maybe you didn't
diversify themselves too, man. You know what I'm saying?
you never tried something before.
Yeah.
You know, maybe, you know, you have a talent. You like, man, let me see how this sell. You know, maybe, you know, try it out. Try it. You never, you know, you get to see actual feedback, you know, of how people, you know, like stuff or how they respond to it. You know, if people like your food, if they don't like your food.
Yeah.
People like your clothes if they don't like your clothes, you know. But we had people out there selling cars. Like, you know, women out there, massages, they had masseuses out there, you know, $60 an hour. I mean, that's what we want to bring is the diversity of, you know, hey, look, this.
This over here.
Yeah, but it's
you
this in
know,
our community.
yeah.
You know, this right here. This is what we have. You know, support this food truck over here. Support this brother. You know, you may not know, you know, and he'll tell you where he's at. He's located over here or she off of Ayers, you know, ABC. You know, you never know what it inspires. You know, that's what I was telling them last time, you know, and that goes back to that conversation where you don't understand why God is doing stuff, but you never know what sparked or triggered something or an idea to get started somewhere else. And we won't see till later on, you know. But stuff like this, community events, need to see young men and young women. They need to participate and be around older and young. You know, we need that fellowship. You know, that's how we grow and learn and as a people.
Facts, man. And I hope like there's plenty of like the people, vendors, and all these different ethnicities and you know the diversity that everybody just show up, man. Have a good time in the city, for the city, support what's going on, man, and just come and have a good time, man, because we do the same so much here. You know what I'm saying? It be the same. You already know what's going. You already know what's going on in the weekend. We're at this club or that club or that club. This ain't no club, man. We got to do. You know, you got to give yourself something new, man. Something to remember because, you know, going to the club is one thing. You know what I'm saying? You have a good time, stuff like that. But you can get some memories from that. But this here is one. These things like this is something you can put in the books. You know what I'm saying?
I beat you in dominoes that
You
year.
feel- you know what I'm saying?
You know, the domino
You know,
tournament. My bad. I forgot about
Oh,
those.
yeah,
You know,
okay, yeah,
dominoes in space. What? You know what? We can't have no chance.
Okay.
Going down. It's good. We
Yeah.
just didn't get a chance, you know, to roll into some of that stuff. But yeah, you know,
That's what's up, man.
like you said, you know, it's not a
Need
thing
some
of
chessboards out there.
oh, don't do that. I didn't know you play chess.
Yes, sir.
Well, I didn't know you
yes,
do
sir.
that, no.
Say, I did a bunch of times. I sat down with the old heads and took some ass whoopings. You know what
every
I'm
morning,
saying?
huh?
God
Every
dang
morning.
right,
Every
bro.
morning.
Say, man, I had been not to be bringing up something, but I had a partner named Paul. Man, Paul was from the Dallas area. Boy had no teeth in his mouth. OG, you know what I'm saying? He had no teeth in his mouth, man. And he always talked in first person. Paul this, Paul that. You know what I'm saying? Man, look how they trying to talk to Paul. You know what I'm saying? This is how he talk. This is how he talk. Oh, they think Paul crazy. You know what I'm saying? He used to have me laughing, man. But say, man, I be trying to rest, bro. I be trying to get me some rest. Basil, because they call me by my Muslim. They be like, Basil, get up. I'm down here waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, bro. We'll play you know, the best out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And bro, you talking about some hours passing because we out there, we on the board going hard in the day room, man. So man, one time I swear Paul 10-0, boy. Paul was on my ass. He was mad as hell about that, man. But he was like, that's how, man, people don't know how competitive that chess be, man. You know what I'm saying?
is.
And there's some chess players too, but you know, we just don't be around each other like that. Man,
But that's
yeah.
You don't know what you might, and that's what I wanted. That's another good point. You know, you don't know what it'll spark.
yeah.
Might start. We might find out. Now all of a sudden you got some dudes started a chess club over here because they met at Trail Ride or on the Trail Ride show. Now all of a sudden you got some brothers meeting to go play chess. You know what I'm saying?
You know
Like
what I'm saying?
it's not a thing of it's my thing, it's my Trail Ride.
Yeah.
Like nah, it's to inspire and to bring us together. Like if you can find another way to bring us together, let's go do that. Let's support that. Let's, you know, like it's a fellowship thing.
Yeah.
You know, when we get on to fellowship and being intuitive and just, you know, being open.
I might have to bring a tent out there, man, and set up a table.
All
I got
right.
two,
Yeah,
I got
now,
two
yeah,
chessboards
you done
at the
said
crib.
something now.
I
You
got
done
two
said something
chessboards
now.
at the
Yes.
crib. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying? I
all
got
right,
two
we
chessboards
live.
at the crib, man. I got two chessboards now. I ain't saying I can beat all y'all, but I'm gonna bust some ass.
I mean,
You know
if
what
I
I'm
get a
saying?
chance, I'm gonna play a game. If I get a chance, I'm gonna play a
I'm bust some
game.
ass, man. And I like chess, man. Like one person that I used to always have trouble with, man. To this day, we ain't played in a long time. Was Cool C, man. That boy can play some chess, man. He bust my ass a lot, man. I be like, man, I've been whooping niggas in the penitentiary on this boy. Why can't I beat this boy? But he good with them horses. You know what I'm saying? With the horses, you know what I'm saying?
Coolie. Oh,
Cool C.
Cool C.
Yeah. Cool, nice on that chessboard, man. And my oldest son, he like to play chess. You know what I'm saying? So I love some chess, man.
See, while we talking, we joking, we mess around. You never know.
You never know, man.
Never know.
Never know, man. Never know who gonna side out you and look at that chessboard and let's go. You know what I'm saying? So
We'll walk up but it takes the opportunity.
Yeah.
It takes circumstances, you know, to where we could be able to converse, you know, and talk as brothers, you know. You don't know how much you got in common with this brother over here or over there, you know. But it takes situations like, you know, just to show, you know, hey man, we got some similarities, you know.
yeah, no facts,
We may not agree. You may be a Democrat, I may be a Republican, you may be this and that, but we can sit down and play a game
Facts,
of chess.
man.
We can sit down and have a conversation about
Facts,
this.
man.
You know, we can mutually agree on these things. You know, but that's what it's about, man. Just the fellowship with one another. We don't want to lose that. I think that's what these kids are losing.
we don't want to lose humanity, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to lose the fact that, hey man, we're all human beings, man. At the end of the day, that's what it's about, man. It's just being a good human being, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether like that you just said, whether we agree to disagree or we have differences, at the end of the day, we're still human beings. We got to learn how to treat each other. And the only way we can learn to treat each other is by being around each other, getting to know each other, there's a ayat in the Quran that says Allah says I made y'all of different nations and different tribes, not that y'all may despise one another, but to get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? And if people could just have that in their mind, you know what I'm saying? If you could just have that in their mind, like I'm not here to conquer you. I'm not here to take from you, man. I'm just here to know who you are, know your culture, and see what I can enjoy out of it. And if something that I don't like, well, that's what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? But if it, like you just said, you people don't know how really similar in life that we really are, man.
It's something in you to make me better.
Exactly, man. Exactly, man. Exactly, man. Exactly, man. I remember one time, man, we was at the carnival, we was kids and we was doing something we wasn't supposed to do. We got chased, right? And it was a white guy, man. It was a white guy, man. He said, and he was like, man, you know what the problem with y'all people in y'all community, man? When one of y'all try to get out the barrel, another one pulls y'all down, man. When you see a person get out the barrel and he got his hand lifted down to you, you need to come up with him, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to quit being like that with each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And he might not have looked like me, but he wasn't lying.
He telling the truth.
He wasn't lying.
Telling the truth.
And you know what I'm saying?
Telling the
And
truth.
I've always been able to accept truth for what it is. Not false truth or truth with or what you perceive as to be the truth because you feel this type of way. Well, this is what you know, real truth. Another incident that I had while I was locked up, I was having a Talim service, right? And it was this white guy that was in our tank. He was an old cat. He was kind of crazy because I used to catch him talking to himself. And he was sitting in the day room with a handkerchief wrapped around his head and a feather in it. And the officers would get mad at him. I'm like, man, leave him alone, man. He ain't bothering nobody, man. Well, one time he came to Talim, and you know, Talim, it'll be full of a bunch of black people. You know what I'm saying? You might get a Hispanic that's straggler in there. If that white person ain't no Muslim, you might not get no white people in there. You know what I'm saying? So even though we had Muslims from all different ethnic groups, we did have. I mean, we had white Muslims, we had Mexican Muslims, we had Asian Muslims, we had black. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, majority of them be black. You know what I'm saying? And he said, man, he was like, man, you know what? He was Irish. You know what I'm saying? He says, man, I got a daughter that's married to a black man. So my grandson is half black and he's half Irish, man. Y'all sit around here and use that N-word so much. How do I teach him that he's not that? Because that's all y'all say, man. That's all y'all call each other, man. Y'all are more than that, man. You know what I'm saying? And like some, you know, it's a few gangbangers in there and stuff like that coming to Talim. They was trying to get all rowdy and stuff like this, but I control this. You know what I'm saying? I'm the coordinator. I control what goes on in here. And I'm telling them, I was like, y'all being exactly what he talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? How are we gonna teach the youth to be better men when all they see themselves as niggas? You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about like the what's up, my nigga? What's up, my nigga? Not that. We talking about the nigga. You know what I'm saying? The one that's rowdy, the one that doesn't care, the one that's like fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about this. I don't care about that. When are you gonna be a human being? You know what I'm saying? And when I got them to understand what he was trying to say, because he was really sincere in what he was saying. It was no malice in his heart. I talk to this old white cat almost every day. You know what I'm saying? In my wing, you know what I'm saying? And when we hold conversation with each other, if this brother has more knowledge than me, you know what I'm saying? Why do I have to question his knowledge when he's giving it to me? If you don't believe it, go to the library and pick up the book on what he's talking about. That way you'll know that a brother not lying to you, a brother trying to help you, because I used to run into that problem too. Man, I had a Muslim brother named Yulin, but we called him Abu Bakr. And he knew I was a very knowledgeable guy. You know what I'm saying? He was a knowledgeable guy too. You know what I'm saying? But every time we share things, it could be political, just all type of things, man. You know what I'm saying? What a word mean or anything like that. and you got other brothers be like, man, that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? That don't But it was another white guy in our tank. He was smart as hell, man. He knew a bunch of shit. Like for real, this dude was smart. And we say, you ain't gonna believe me, but you'll believe the white man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, so when they would do us like that, we was like, well, let's go ask the white man. You know what I'm saying? And it would be like, just say his name was John. I'm like, John, yada 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 yada. Did this happen or this something like that? And he'd be like, yeah, this happened at such and such time, and you know, yada yada like and now everybody like, I said, bro, I told you, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop being like that with each other, bro, and looking for other people to verify what we saying is true, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to what we was just talking about, man. How can we come together, all these different ethnicities, and instead of looking side-eye at each other, get to know each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Walk up to somebody you ain't never met before, man, and be like, say, man, my name is such and such and such and such, man. You know, I do this for a living, I do that. I see that you doing this and doing that, man, and I'm kind of interested in it, or stuff like that. Or where you from, man? I'm North Carolina. What is it like up there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What if he tell you what it's like up there, and shit, you might want a vacation there, but you'll never know because you ain't talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You stuck in your little circle, man. You gotta start thinking outside the box, man. And I hope, you know, this trail ride is coming up on the 24th and the 25th, man, that we take advantage of these opportunities.
Yeah, because you're right. You can do that. It ain't like a club setting. You know, you can kind of pull somebody to the side, you know, and have a conversation with them, you know, and then jump back in and party, you know.
Yeah. One thing that I do like about getting together, man, you know what I'm saying, when it's like all different type of diversity, you be sitting by somebody that don't look like you or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna get started.
Bam, there go the conversation. And then y'all wind up there, y'all be laughing
Best
like a
of
motherfucker.
friends.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exchange numbers and shit
You
like
ain't
that.
lying.
I done been through that so many times, bro. So many times,
That is
man.
the goal. That is the goal. That is the goal.
That's what's
to
up.
unify, because it makes no sense to all of us to be here in Corpus, and if Corpus is really that small, then we should all know each other. You know, we should all know each other. We should all be able to help each other.
Yeah, for real though.
And support. You know.
Well, on closing out, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to be able to interview you, man.
Thank you, sir.
I hope that, like, you know, when other people go back and look at it, they who don't know you, they get familiar with you. You know what I'm saying? Familiar with what you're doing, and see that we got somebody here within our city, man, that's trying to bring people together, not just together, but to have a good time. He has a platform to where he helps the young men. You know what I'm saying? If you having a child that's going through something or just needs to do something new, take them out to the ranch. Especially like if you're a single mother, give a young child, because this is what I wanted to say, man. Like when we was talking about in that the part where we was talking about Braden, bro, you being a father, even though you don't have kids, you being a father, you being an uncle, you being a big brother, and you being a mentor, and all these different things that you're doing right now, bro. And we need more. Damn, I'm about to get sensitive on your ass. We need more men out here like that, bro. Like for real, man. We need more men out here, especially those who look like us, bro. We need more of that, man. I want to thank you for what you're doing. I want to thank you for working with kids, bro, because it is something that we really needed. I want to thank you for how humbled you are, man, and how you view life today, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go through something in order to understand something. You done been through your share of things. You know what I'm saying? And I want the people to come out and support this brother. Show up to the trail ride, man. It's trail ride / rodeo. So we're gonna be seeing for a lot of us, we're gonna see some things that we ain't never been to and enjoy just life outside, man. We're always crammed up in some type of place. We're gonna be outside. Y'all talking about being outside, we're gonna be outside for real.
Well, it's gonna be right this time.
All that, man. So man, I really appreciate you coming through. I know you missed the last opportunity to come on because you probably have to business or something to take care of. But I'm glad when we bumped into each other, you was prepared, you was ready this time. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't want to miss this one for
And
the
then
world.
and then on top of that, he told me, man, whenever you're ready, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool, man. That means I can get him for the first show of October. You know what I'm saying? I get him for the first show. We coming in October, man. So I ain't got to be tracking down people and stuff like that. I can get him in here, man, and we can talk about it. Plus, like we both wanted to do it. I would have preferred to do it a couple of weeks before the trail ride. That way, you know what I'm saying, we can put it out there. People who tap in, and then those the next day who go back over the viewing, and you know what I'm saying, and look at it and see what we're talking about. They'll get some news that they could use and some understanding of what we're getting ready to do, what you're getting ready to do, and the time we're about to have, man. And I just appreciate you for coming through, DH. Really do, bro.
Man, thank you for having me, brother.
Anytime,
man.
And this is a promise that I will keep to you. Anytime you have an event and you want to put it out there, let me know and we have you here, bro.
Yes, sir.
We'll have you here.
Man, thank you, man. I'm telling you, this is I've like you say, you hate to get emotional, but you starting to look at life a little different.
Yeah.
Some things, God do everything for a reason.
Yeah.
For
sure. And we sure appreciate
This interview
DJ King
was-
for the platform.
Yes. Thank you, brother, for this
Sure
professional.
appreciate King for the platform,
Man,
man.
if y'all have not been on this show, this is the professional ABC News Jimmy Kellen type setup right here. The man got the professional mics and the lights and everything. It looked like the late night show. Like real talk back here, man. My boy is professional. But that's what it's people need to know.
Yeah.
People need to see that there are brothers out here. It stresses me out when I hear that, like you said, oh, we got this, that. No, everybody ain't out here shooting up stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't out. No, some of us actually get up.
Yeah, facts.
Some of us wear our pants on our waist.
Yeah. We out here.
We out here.
We out here, man. Open arms too, man. Open arms, man. Ready to teach, help, and whatever it takes, man, to better humanity, better society, and to be better people towards one another, man.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, man, tap in next week, like always. Same bat time, same bat channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Riding High Podcast, Man Look the Talk Show, and I'm always have a special guest for y'all, man. Peace.